Hi, and thanks for choosing Pebblehost. In today's video, I'm going to show you some of the best plugins to use on your Minecraft server. So these will be for different uses, so not all for a survival world or not all for a creative world and other things like that. So there's many categories that we're going to go through today. So we have administration, building, anti-griefing, permissions, third-party things like Discord, quests, shops and dialogue, server performance/monitoring, donations, user experience, voting, crossplay, and also game modes. So if any of them do sound interesting to you, then I have left timestamps in the description and also just chapters along the video so you can find the exact thing you need. So there is a lot of plugins to go through here. It will just be a brief explanation of each plugin, and I do plan to make a video on each plugin in the future. So for some of the plugins we already have videos and I will link them down in the description. And also when I make videos for them in the future, I'll also link them down in the description after this video is uploaded. So if you're watching the video as soon as it is uploaded, there might not be that many links. If you're watching it in quite a long time, then the links will probably all be there, and there'll be a guide for every single plugin in this list. Anyway, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first one we're going to start with is Essentials. Essentials allows for so many commands that are so useful. And it's super easy to download. It's literally just one plugin, you don't need anything else. And it has so many commands. Some of my favourites to use are homes, as well as warps. And they also make things easier, like setting a game mode. Like you can just do /GMC, and it will set you to creative, or GMS, and you'll be survival. Obviously, there's tons and tons more things you can do with this, and I'll leave it all in the description, as I will for every single plugin. So Essentials is pretty much a must-have. And we actually do have a video on Essentials already, so I'll leave that in the description if you want to install it and also learn how to use it. The next one I'm going to show you is Vanish No Packet. Now with Essentials and some other plugins, you can do a command called Vanish. Now basically what this means is that you're basically hidden from everyone, including the leaderboard. People like admins and ops can actually still see you. However, Vanish No Packet will completely remove this, so you'll be invisible to everyone. So of course you can control who you're visible to, so you can make it visible to certain players, or visible to admins or ops, but you can also choose to be visible to no one. Alright, so the next one is World Edit. So World Edit is pretty much a building plugin, and it is one of the best plugins you'll ever come across on Minecraft. And if you are doing a creative server, it's pretty much mandatory, as it will help out so much with building. And there is tons and tons of videos on the internet of how to use different tools or how to use different commands, and it is just so useful. You can make selections, you can replace blocks with other blocks, you can set blocks to other blocks, you can set air to blocks, and there's just so much more. And we do also have a video on this, so if you want to learn how to use it, you just look in the description and there'll be a video underneath the download link. Alright, so now we're going on to the anti-griefing plugins, and we're going to start with Core Protect. Now essentially, what Core Protect does is it logs every single block that is interacted with, broken, placed, and everything like that, including putting stuff in chests, taking stuff out of chests, and it is just so useful. Also, let's say someone had blown something up with TNT. If combined with World Edit, you could select an area, and do a rollback command to set it how it was a few minutes ago, or even hours, days, or weeks. Alright, so the next plugin in the anti-griefing category is WorldGuard. WorldGuard is also super useful against griefing. You can change some gameplay features like letting fire not spread, letting TNT not explode, and other things like that. You can also guard certain areas of land, meaning that they can't be built on, or they can't be destroyed, so obviously very useful against griefing. You will also need World Edit to be able to run this, so of course you can combine features from World Edit for WorldGuard as well. Alright, so we're now on the last plugin in the anti-griefing category. This plugin is called Grief Prevention. So this is also a very good plugin for anti-griefing, and there is so many features, as you can see from this feature list, to stop griefing from happening. Now this one actually prides itself on stopping griefing before it actually happens. And this is by using mainly land claims, meaning that players can claim land and trust other users to it, so that no other user that isn't trusted can break stuff or place stuff or do anything like that. Alright, so now on to permissions, and we're going to be going over Luck Perms. So Luck Perms is pretty much the #1 permissions plugin. It has an extremely easy to use system and just works very well. But you may be thinking, why do I need a permissions plugin? So let's say you wanted World Edit on your server, but you didn't want to give all players ops so that they can use all the commands. You can simply just give them access to certain commands from that plugin. You can also create groups, and also set people individual permissions. So yeah, it's a really useful plugin, and works super well. We do have a video on this, however it is quite outdated and I will work to get a new one out soon. But I will update the video in the description when we do have a new one out. Alright, so once again we're actually back on Essentials. Now we're actually not going to go over the main Essentials, we're actually going to go over Essentials Discord. Now what this lets you do is, as you can see, lightweight chat and messaging command integration with Discord. Meaning that you can actually message into the Minecraft chat through Discord, and I think you can actually message through Minecraft into the Discord chat. There's obviously a few more things you can do. It is not super complex as it is quite lightweight. But yeah, pretty cool, and if you maybe can't go on Minecraft and someone's on there that you want to message, you can simply just boot up Discord and message them on Minecraft through Discord. Alright, so now we're on the Citizens plugin. Essentially what this lets you do is create NPCs. Now if you do decide to combine this with, for example, a shop plugin, you can actually make it so that NPCs are actually shops, so that they can sell you stuff and you can sell them stuff back. Now this plugin is a premium plugin, meaning that it does cost money. As you see, it does cost 10 USD. However, they do offer a free version, which obviously does not support the devs. Simply just go to the website and scroll down to click the here. But as I said, do read why premium, so that you can see why you might actually want to pay for it, as it does support the developers hugely. But it's a very well made plugin. We don't currently have a video on this, but I'll work to get one out in the future as well. Alright, so now we're going over the plugin called Spark. Now as you can see, Spark is a performance profiling plugin / mod for Minecraft client servers and proxies. Of course, we're not using the mod version, we are just using the plugin. And it's basically just a server monitoring plugin. So as you can see, it says it can be used to diagnose performance issues, lag, low tick rate, high CPU usage, and etc. So if maybe you are having a few performance issues, maybe install Spark and see what it can do for you. The next plugin I'm going to show you is called Plan. And as you can see, this is a player analytics plugin, and it basically allows staff to see how players are playing on the server. And you can actually go into individual players and see how they played, how long they played for, and everything that you may need for your server. You also get insights on your server, so you can see just how well it is being used. Alright, so the next plugin is called Crafting Store. Now essentially what this lets you do is it lets you set up donations right to your server. So if you are looking to maybe receive donations on your server, whether they're big or small donations, Crafting Store is the way to go. Their free plan offers loads and loads of free features that other plugins would actually charge you for. They don't run advertisements or anything on the links, they simply just run a backlink in the footer. So once again, if you are looking for just a simple donation plugin, then this is the one to go for. So the next plugin we're going to go over is called Name Tag Edit. Now this currently, as of recording this video, does not work on 1.18.1, but it will work on 1.18. So if you are looking to run the latest version, then this plugin is not currently available for that. However, basically what this lets you do is it lets you customize your nickname. So you can basically replace your name with anything you want, and it will also appear in the leaderboard as well with any colors or formats that you did decide to set up with it. So hopefully this will be updated to 1.18.1 soon, and I'll try to make a video on it when it is. Alright, so the next plugin we're going to go over is called Venture Chat. And in my opinion, this is actually way better than Essentials Chat, which is used by the majority of servers. Venture Chat is basically a much more advanced version, allowing you to create separate channels for only certain people to talk in. It supports loads and loads of features, as you can see from this list, and you can actually mute people, can turn on anti-spamming. It actually has support for the plugin Vanish No Packet, which we checked out earlier. You can also create parties and invite people to them. So yeah, in my opinion, it's just a much better Essentials Chat. Right, so another plugin we're going to go over is called Economy Shop GUI. Now other plugins like Shop GUI are actually paid, but this one is actually free. And it does actually work super well. There's also a premium version of this, but the free version gives you pretty much all the features you're ever actually going to need. It allows you to sell stuff and also buy stuff. And you can sell certain amounts, you can buy certain amounts, and it also uses money from Essentials. So of course you can do commands and Essentials to give yourself money, and then of course you can buy stuff in the shop. You can also actually change the prices of stuff with commands as well. Alright, so we're now going to go over Votifier. So Votifier lets you vote for a server on maybe a server list, and if you combine it with a vote listener, you can also get perks for voting. So you may have been on a server before where you get, for example, some money if you do decide to vote for them on a server list, as it helps them with promotion. So Votifier can be quite a useful plugin for that. Obviously, this isn't a plugin for small servers, it's a plugin for more big servers, as I doubt a small server is going to be adding a voting system. Alright, so one of the last plugins we're going to go over is called Geyser. I'm not sure whether it's called Geyser or Geyser, so it's completely up to you how you want to say that. But it is actually really cool. It lets you basically cross-play between Bedrock and Java. So of course, in Minecraft right now, you actually can't cross-play between devices. Of course, if you're using Bedrock, you can cross-play between Bedrock devices, but you can't go from Java to Bedrock. And we actually do have a video on this which goes very in-depth with how to use it and how to install it, so that'll be left in the description as well. But it's really cool and allows for maximum players on your server. Alright, so now we're going to check out the Bento Box plugin. Now essentially what this does is it makes a few more game modes or mini games that you can actually play in your server really easily. So as you can see, the game modes that it supports are Beast Skyblock, Acid Island, Skygrid, Cave Block, A1 Block and Boxed. So there's quite a few mini games that you can do in here. So if you are looking to add some mini games into your server, Bento Box might be the way to go. So the last one we're going to go over is called Screaming Bed Wars. Now as this says, of course, it adds Bed Wars into your server. It also adds Egg Wars, Anchor Wars, and Cake Wars. So once again, just a few more mini games that you can actually add to your server. But yeah, if you are looking for mini games, then this is also one of the plugins to go for. Anyway, that comes to the end of our list. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, definitely leave a like and also subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you next time.